All right, let's dive deep into these Texas home improvement grants and, the repair programs that are out there. I think
Yeah.
we all know it can feel a little bit overwhelming. That's why we do these deep dives
Oh,
to
absolutely.
make sense of all of this.
Break it down.
And we've got this incredible guide this time from my financial programs.
Right.
And this lists over 136 programs available in Texas
Wow.
just for 2025.
Just in Texas.
Pretty incredible.
It is. I'm not surprised there are so many programs when you consider that a recent survey found that 38% of Texas homeowners, have put off repairs, and a whopping 55% did so because of financial reasons.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of people.
So this deep dive is all about finding the right resources for you and your specific project.
Exactly.
Let's start with who's actually offering help.
Yeah.
Where's the money coming from?
Well, we can break it down into 5 main sources.
Okay.
Federal, state, those specifically for rural areas, community organizations, and then your individual counties and cities.
Okay, 5 sources. That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
What does that look like in practice?
Well, think of it like a funding flow chart.
Okay.
So at the top, you've got federal agencies like HUD, the Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Yeah.
They provide a lot of the initial funding that then goes to the state.
So HUD is like the big bank.
Exactly.
Oh.
Then at the state level, you have the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs,
Okay.
or TDHCA.
Okay.
They manage those funds and distribute them to counties and cities across Texas.
So it's not like I would apply directly to HUD or TDHCA.
Right. It's important to know that they're there, but
Yeah.
ultimately you'll be working with programs at the county or city level.
Okay, got it. What about people living in rural Texas?
Yeah,
Do those federal funds reach them?
absolutely.
Okay.
Rural Texans have access to specific USDA programs.
Okay.
In fact, they received about $2.4 million last year alone.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
You also mentioned community organizations.
Yeah.
What role do they play?
So these are your nonprofits,
Mm-hmm.
often doing amazing work to fill in the gaps where other programs might not reach.
Okay.
They can be a lifeline for folks needing help with, urgent repairs.
That's great. It's heartwarming to see those community efforts.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got federal, state, rural community organizations. What about those counties and cities you mentioned?
Those are actually going to be your main point of contact.
Okay.
Counties and cities received over $350 million last year to run their own home improvement programs.
Wow. That's a significant chunk of change.
Yeah.
So I know what project I need help with, say, a new roof.
Yeah.
Do I start by searching online for, like, a roof repair program?
Right.
Or, like, is it that specific?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
You will want to think in terms of projects,
Okay.
not specific program names.
Okay.
Most of these programs actually cover a wide range of repairs. Roofs, windows, foundations, even energy efficiency upgrades.
That makes it a little bit less overwhelming.
Right.
So I figure out what project I need and then what? How do I know if I even qualify for any of this help?
Eligibility is key, and it does vary.
Okay.
Different programs are designed for different income levels and locations. In cities and suburbs, many programs target low-income households, while in rural areas, you might find programs for both low and moderate income levels.
So even if you don't think of yourself as low income, you might still qualify.
Exactly.
Oh.
A lot of programs base eligibility on the median income in your area.
Got it.
So let's say the median income in your area is $80,000, but you make $60,000. You might still be eligible, even though $60,000 isn't typically considered low income.
That's a really important point. Don't rule yourself out before checking.
Right.
And I'm guessing there's some income verification involved?
Absolutely. And this is where we can tackle another big question I know is on your mind.
You mean those $10,000 grant rumors I keep hearing about? Is that really a thing?
Yes, $10,000 grants do exist.
Wow, okay.
But there are different types of financial assistance to be aware of.
Okay,
Some are grants, which
Yeah.
is free money you don't repay.
okay.
Then there are deferred forgivable loans,
Mm-hmm.
which might be forgiven if you meet certain conditions.
Okay.
And of course, you have your classic low-interest loans.
Okay, so a whole spectrum of possibilities.
Exactly.
But what about those of us who might not have a lot of equity built up in our homes?
Yeah.
Can we still get loans?
That's where HUD's Title I and 203K loan insurance programs come in.
Okay.
They're designed to help people who struggle to get traditional loans because of lower equity.
Okay, loan insurance. Walk me through that.
Yeah.
How does it work?
Think of it as a safety net for lenders. These programs make lenders more likely to approve loans for home improvement projects because HUD is essentially backing them up.
Interesting. And how does the actual process work?
So both Title I and 203K use an escrow system.
Okay.
Basically, the money doesn't go directly to you.
Right.
It's held in a special account and released to the contractor only after the work is done and inspected.
So it protects both the lender and the homeowner.
Right.
That makes sense. It ensures the money is used for the repairs and the work is done right.
Exactly. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved.
This is already making things so much clearer.
Yeah.
But what about those with specific needs?
Yeah.
I'm thinking seniors,
Right.
folks in rural areas. Are there programs tailored to those situations?
Definitely. Let's start with seniors. TDHCA has the Homeowner Rehabilitation Assistance Program, or HRA.
Okay.
Its goal is to make homes safe and livable for low to moderate income seniors.
Okay, that sounds promising. What kind of help does it offer?
It offers funding in the form of either a grant or a deferred forgivable loan.
Okay.
And like most programs, eligibility is based on income and homeownership.
Okay, so if you're a senior homeowner and you're struggling to keep up with repairs, this program's worth looking into.
Absolutely.
What about folks in rural areas?
For them, there's the USDA's Section 504 Home Repair Program.
Okay.
To be eligible, you need to own your home and have an income below 50% of the area median income.
So again, if you're in a rural area, that median income calculation could be a big help.
Right.
What kind of assistance does this program offer?
It offers loans up to $40,000, grants up to $10,000, or even a combination of both.
Well, that's substantial.
Yeah.
What can those funds be used for?
Well, the loans can cover a pretty broad range of things like repairs, improvements, and even modernization.
Okay.
But if you qualify for a grant,
Right.
it's mainly for removing health and safety hazards.
Got it. So there's flexibility depending on your needs and what you qualify for. I'm sensing a theme here. It's all about finding the right fit.
You got it. And we've only just begun to scratch the surface.
Okay, you've definitely piqued my curiosity. What other unique programs stand out to you?
Well, there's one called the Texas Bootstrap Loan Program that really caught my eye.
Okay.
It's designed for very low-income families and offers something pretty incredible, interest-free loans
Wait, hold on.
up to $45,000.
Did you say interest-free?
I did.
There's got to be a catch.
The catch is sweat equity.
Okay.
Homeowners contribute at least 65% of the labor for the construction or rehab of their home.
So you're literally putting in the work to build your dream.
Exactly.
That's amazing. This sounds like a fantastic opportunity for people who are handy and willing to roll up their sleeves.
It is. Plus, it fosters a sense of community and accomplishment.
I love that. This is what I love about these deep dives, you know. We're uncovering these hidden gems that could make a world of difference.
Absolutely.
What else is out there?
Let's talk energy efficiency.
Okay.
The Weatherization OSINS program, or WAP, is federally funded and offers free upgrades to make your home more energy efficient.
Free upgrades.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Right.
Saving money and helping the environment. It's a win-win.
Absolutely.
Are there income limits on that?
Yeah, while it varies by location, it's generally geared toward low-income households.
Okay, good to know. Now, what about those community action agencies I keep hearing about?
Yeah.
What do they do exactly?
They're incredible. They use a mix of state, county, and federal funding to provide repairs and weatherization services, often at no or minimal cost.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they're fantastic resources, and I encourage everyone to check if their local agency offers home improvement programs.
Definitely worth exploring.
Yeah.
And, of course, we can't forget about Habitat for Humanity.
Right. Most people know them for building homes, but they also do incredible work with repairs and updates. What's really special is their focus on community involvement.
Okay.
They often use volunteer labor and might even have the homeowner or their neighbors contribute sweat equity, especially for elderly homeowners.
It's heartwarming to see neighbors helping neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a lot to take in, but I'm already feeling more informed.
Good.
You said counties and cities are the ones to contact for specific program details.
Yes.
So how do I actually find out what's available in my area?
It's all about going local.
Okay.
Most counties and cities have dedicated websites with information on their community development programs.
Okay.
Even if a program isn't listed in this guide,
Okay.
your local government should be able to point you in the right direction.
So county or city websites are my new best friend.
You got it. Think of them as your home base for your home improvement journey.
Perfect. Do you have any examples of cities with particularly robust programs?
Absolutely.
Just to give folks a taste of what's out there.
Dallas is a great example. They offer low-cost forgivable loans up to $50,000
Wow.
and have a separate grant program for minor repairs that can provide up to $10,000.
Wow. Dallas sounds like they've got it going on.
Yeah.
What about other cities?
Down in Austin, you'll find multiple programs,
Okay.
including assistance for making your home accessible for people with disabilities.
Oh.
They also have repair grants and even 0% interest loans.
0% interest.
It is.
That's incredible.
And over in Fort Worth,
Okay.
they focus on things like facade improvements,
Okay.
priority repairs for things like plumbing or electrical failures,
Okay.
and of course, weatherization assistance.
So we've got Dallas with loans and grants,
Right.
Austin focused on accessibility and low interest options,
Mm-hmm.
and Fort Worth emphasizing emergency repairs and energy efficiency. It's fantastic to see this kind of variety across the state.
It really shows how much support is out there. But remember, this is just a glimpse. Every city and county will have its own unique programs and requirements.
Okay, folks. I think it's safe to say we've only just scratched the surface of this vast world of Texas home improvement resources.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll be back in part 2 of this deep dive to explore even more programs and answer those burning questions you might have.
Right. Welcome back to our deep dive into Texas home improvement resources.
It's great to be back. Last time we got a really good overview of the funding sources, and
Yeah.
we even touched on some programs for seniors and those living in rural areas.
And don't forget those unique programs like the Texas Bootstrap Loan Program and the Weatherization Assistance Program.
Those were definitely standouts. But you know, as we were digging into all this, I kept seeing this term that I have to admit left me a little confused.
Yeah.
Community Development Block Grants.
Yeah.
What are those exactly?
Those are CDBGs. They're like the unsung heroes of a lot of these local home improvement programs.
Okay.
Basically, they're federal grants that come from HUD, you know, that big bank we talked about.
Right.
And they're given to states, counties, and cities.
Okay, so more of that top-down funding flow.
Right.
But what are these CDBGs actually used for?
They're designed to address a whole range of community development needs.
Okay.
We're talking things like infrastructure improvements,
Okay.
economic development activities, and you guessed it, housing rehabilitation and improvement.
So it's not just about housing, but housing is a big part of it.
Exactly. A significant portion of CDBG funds often goes towards helping homeowners make those much-needed repairs and upgrades. It's one of the primary ways the federal government supports affordable housing initiatives at the local level.
That makes sense. So when I'm browsing my city's website and I see a program that mentions CDBG funding,
Right.
that's a clue that they're using some of those federal dollars to help homeowners like me.
You got it. It's like a little stamp of approval showing that the program is backed by federal support.
That's really helpful to know. Now, you mentioned earlier that a lot of these programs use different names and terms,
Oh, absolutely.
which can get pretty confusing.
It's like they all speak different languages, even though they're ultimately trying to do the same thing, help homeowners.
Right. You see things like home improvement grant, home repair assistance, rehabilitation program.
Yeah.
It's enough to make your head spin.
Don't get caught up in the terminology.
Yeah.
The most important thing is to look beyond the fancy names and focus on what the program actually offers.
Okay.
Does it align with your specific project needs? Does it fit your income level and location?
That's such good advice. Look beyond the jargon and focus on the substance.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about government agencies, but nonprofits seem to be playing a big role in this world of home improvement too.
Absolutely. Nonprofits are essential partners. They're often the ones working directly with homeowners, providing counseling and guidance and connecting people with the resources they need.
So they're like the friendly face of the whole process.
Exactly. They help people navigate this sometimes complex world of home improvement funding.
Yeah.
They can walk you through the steps, answer your questions, and make you feel less alone in the process.
It's amazing to see them making such a difference. You know, as we're going through all these programs and options, it's easy to get lost in the details and the logistics.
Right.
But do these programs really work? I mean, do they actually have a positive impact on people's lives?
That's a great question, and the answer is a resounding yes. These programs can be truly transformative both for individuals and for entire communities.
Tell me more. I love hearing about those real-world impacts.
Think about it: when a home is repaired, it's not just about fixing a leaky roof or outdated plumbing.
Yeah.
It's about improving health safety and overall well-being. It can make a world of difference for someone's quality of life.
That's so true. It's easy to focus on the physical aspects of home improvement, but it goes so much deeper than that.
Right. Imagine a senior citizen who can finally afford to make their bathroom accessible so they can age in place safely and comfortably, or a low-income family who can finally replace their drafty windows and save money on energy bills while feeling warmer in the winter.
Those are such powerful examples. It really puts things in perspective.
And it goes beyond the individual level. These programs can have a ripple effect on entire neighborhoods. When homes are well maintained, it can lead to increased property values, reduced crime rates, and a stronger sense of community pride.
It's like a chain reaction of positive change.
Exactly. It's about investing in the fabric of our communities and creating a better quality of life for everyone.
Okay, you've officially inspired me. I'm
Yeah.
so glad we took this deep dive into Texas home improvement resources. It's been incredibly eye-opening.
It really is remarkable how much support is out there, and we've only just scratched the surface.
So what's next on our home improvement adventure?
Well, we've covered a lot of the what programs exist, who offers them, and what they can do. But in part 3, we'll delve into how the application process, the documents you'll need, and some tips for navigating the system effectively.
That sounds like exactly what I need to know. I'm ready to get down to the nitty-gritty and figure out how to actually make this happen.
We'll demystify the process and give you the tools you need to take that next step on your home improvement journey.
Can't wait. So for everyone listening, we'll see you back here soon for the final part of our Texas home improvement deep dive.
Deep dive. Until then, happy researching.
All right, welcome back to our Texas home improvement deep dives.
We're in the home stretch now.
It's crunch time.
Yeah, we've explored the amazing array of programs out there, from the federal level all the way down to your local community organizations.
We've seen just how much impact these programs can have,
Right.
not only on individual homeowners, but on entire communities.
Right.
But now comes the part where we got to figure out the route, consult the map, get those directions.
Yes.
The application process.
Yeah,
That's the part that can feel a little daunting,
totally.
like facing a mountain of paperwork and requirements.
I hear you, but don't worry, we're here to be your guide.
Okay, lead the way. What are the essential things I need to know about actually applying for these programs?
First things first, remember that each program will have its own specific application process and eligibility rules.
So no one-size-fits-all approach.
Right.
Back to doing my research program by program.
Exactly. Being informed and prepared is key. But even though specifics vary, there are some common things you'll likely need for most applications.
Like what? Give me the inside scoop.
Well, be ready to show proof of income, home ownership,
Mm-hmm.
and the scope of those repairs you're looking to get done. Think pay stubs, tax returns, property deeds, and even contractive estimates.
So it's like putting together a puzzle to show in the whole picture?
That's a great way to put it. You're essentially making your case for why you need assistance and how the program can help you reach those home improvement goals.
Makes sense. Any insider tips to make this process a bit smoother? I'm all about efficiency.
Absolutely. Here's one: start early. Don't wait till your roof is literally falling apart to start looking for help. A lot of these programs have limited funding,
Okay.
and it's often first come, first served.
Procrastination is not my friend when it comes to home improvement funding, noted.
Another one is to be organized.
Okay.
A dedicated folder or binder for all those documents will save you so much stress when it's time to apply.
Ooh. I love a good color-coded feels like I'm already ahead of the game.
You are. And here's a really important tip: be persistent.
Okay.
Don't get discouraged. If your first application isn't approved, there might be other programs you're eligible for, or maybe you need to provide some extra documentation.
So it's about advocating for myself and not giving up easily.
Exactly. Remember, these programs are designed to help you. The people running them want to see you succeed.
That's reassuring to hear. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but knowing someone's rooting for me makes a difference.
And never underestimate the power of a phone call or email.
Okay.
If you're unsure about something or hit a snag during the application process, just reach out to the program administrator.
Okay.
They're there to help.
It's all about communication, asking questions when you need to.
You got it. As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a final thought.
Lay it on me. What's the pearl of wisdom?
Remember this: home improvement is a journey, not a destination.
What do you mean by that?
It's an ongoing process, maintaining, upgrading, adapting our homes to fit our changing needs and lifestyles.
Yeah, I love that it's not about reaching some perfect end state. It's about creating a space that evolves with us.
Exactly. And with all the knowledge and resources we've explored in this deep dive, you're ready to embark on your own home improvement adventure. The help is out there.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And on that inspiring note, we've come to the end of our Texas Home Improvement Grants and Repair Programs deep dive.
It's been a pleasure exploring this topic with you.
The pleasure was all ours. We hope you, our listener, are feeling empowered and informed,
Yes.
ready to tackle those home improvement projects with confidence
Absolutely.
and maybe even a little excitement. Remember, a well-maintained home isn't just a building. It's a foundation for a happy and fulfilling life.
I love that.
Thanks for joining us on this journey of discovery. Now go forth and transform those houses into dream homes.